All right, so Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler has been cancelled, and while Michael Chandler is crying in his house, you know, they booked Alex Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka, and this is a way better fight than Conor versus Chandler. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, a ton of stuff happened yesterday. This has been like an insane 48 hours, but yeah, let me know what you think about Pereira versus Prochazka too, and who you're picking in that fight. And while you're down there, I'd appreciate if you like and subscribe. Close to 160 subs, but anyway, I'll get into it because this honestly, this made me happy, bro. Because the first fight ended in a kind of an early stoppage. I watched it back. I still think it's an early stoppage, but like it's just kind of, I don't know. I think if like, because the thing is, with Prohaska, people were saying, like Prohaska himself said he was out. I think he just said that because he's a nice guy, bro. Like you can tell he's a humble guy. I think he only said that so people would stop like talking about it being an early stoppage because that's just how he is. While Jamal Hill is like crying 2 months after the loss. I'm pretty sure that's why he pulled out the card as well. I think he heard Alex Pereira was going to be on there and he was scared he was going to have to back up everything that he said. You know, they were going to make him fight. But yeah, Prohaska versus Pereira. This is a great fight. The first fight is like iconic, bro. And it's only been like 6 months, bro. Like the greatest stare down of all time. The fight itself was whatever. Again, like the early stoppage kind of ruined it, but oh yeah, like I was saying with Praska saying that he was out, bro. He got knocked out in the Dominic Reyes fight and still won, bro. Like I don't think the fight would have ended. The fight's not gonna end until Yuri's out cold, bro. Like that's the only way it's gonna end this time, I'm guessing. But I think Praska does have a better chance if he learns how to check leg kicks because honestly he did pretty good against the leg kicks against what's his name? Rakic, even though his game plan was just nothing, like he just kept getting hit by leg kicks and just ended him knock him out. I think he could knock out Pereira in this fight, but I think it's just gonna be very tough. I think the leg kicks were a very big issue in the last fight. I thought he did really good with the grappling though. I think if he can do that a bit earlier this time, he could also outstrike. Like he, leading up to the finish, he was kind of like he had a good combination on Pereira that like rocked Pereira a bit. Not too much, not like to the point where he was about to finish him, but he rocked Pereira a bit, and then Pereira caught him with the left hand, and then, that's what happened. I think Proska definitely has a good chance, but I think it's just going to be a repeat. But this one, I hope it goes 5 rounds, bro. If this fight goes 5 rounds, it will be a classic, bro. I'm telling you, because that first fight was so good, even though like it didn't last that long, and Proska was getting beat up by the leg kicks, but he was doing good with the grappling. He had some cool moments in there with the good, like, couple flurries. So that's a great fight. I do think this is better than Conor versus Chandler. I don't know why Conor versus Chandler is even a main event, to be honest. Who wants to see that for 5 rounds, bro? Like, I'm like, I don't understand why they don't book this for 3 rounds. I think what they should do is because what they're doing is rescheduling it. I think they should reschedule it for the Sphere, make Marab and O'Malley the main event, and then put Chandler and Conor as the co-main. That just makes sense because absolutely nobody wants to see a tired Conor McGregor, tired Michael Chandler in like 5 rounds, bro. Because if the fight doesn't get finished, which I would be surprised if it doesn't, I think it would just end in 3 rounds anyway. But like just in case it doesn't, I don't know. I think they should just book it as the co-main because that just makes more sense for 3 rounds. Because again, like people aren't even that excited for this fight. Like I was excited. A lot of people are excited, but like I feel like it's more excitement in terms of Conor just coming back, not in like actually watching the fight. Like the fight could be whatever, but people would be just glad that Conor McGregor's back. Just because of the name value alone. I think him in a 3 round fight would be the exact same as him in a 5 round fight. Like if anything, if it does go 5 rounds and we have to watch a Conor like just be tired and then wobble around for for like the last 2 rounds, then that might kill the hype of it actually. But yeah, people are excited for Conor to come back, and this is insane. Pereira and Prohaska, these guys are actually insane for taking this fight. That I'm honestly, bro, I think I called this as well. I don't know if I said it in a video, but bro, I knew that they were gonna book Yuri versus Pereira because these are the only two guys who are willing to step in short notice. And honestly, bro, they're actually good for this because that's just insane. I think this is 2 weeks short notice. A couple other fights got cancelled, but you know, I'll talk about that on Monday. But bro, the Hill fight that got cancelled. I've never seen this before. I'm sure it's happened, but bro, how is this? I've never seen this where both people pull out the fight. Khalil Roundtree, this guy self-snitched on himself. Popped himself for PED somehow. I don't know how he's managed to do that. Took himself out the fight, and then Hill heard Pereira was going to be in the card, so he broke his leg again. Got someone to put him in a knee bar and break his leg, so then he didn't have to fight Pereira. Oh my god, bro! I still don't understand how people are actually going to pick Oldberg to win that fight, though. Like, I know Hill is like got knocked out bad by Pereira, but like, bro, even if you like Pereira, you have to admit that stoppage was a bit not stoppage. That whole finish sequence was just a bit weird. Like, I think if they got reset, I don't know if it would have ended like that. At least in the same way. I think if they got reset, probably would have went on for another couple rounds. I think Pereira probably would have run though. Like same with this fight. I think Pereira's just gonna win again. Pereira's basically unbeatable at 205. The only guy who's can beat him is Prochazka if if he does what he did to Rakic and just somehow just, you know, he uses samurai spirit and then wins, bro. Like, he just keeps taking hits and whatever. You know, I think he could probably win this, maybe by like a sub somehow. Like, but if it goes 5 rounds, I think this will be an absolute war and it will be a classic. But you know, hopefully Mark Goddard isn't the ref, because if he is, I swear, I don't. It's gonna be awful, bro. Mark Goddard is actually one of the worst refs of all time. The amount of fights that this guy's just poorly refed is insane. No, not poorly refed, just like early stoppages, bro. Like Sean O'Malley versus Aljo, that was kind of an early stoppage, even though it wasn't that but early, obviously. But it looked like Aljo was about to defend himself. This one was an early stoppage. Alex versus Izzy one. Izzy said he felt like that was an early stoppage. I don't know. I thought that was fair, but Mark Goddard does stop a lot of fights early for some reason. I don't know why. And on top of that, this guy was shouting at Brian Ortega, who also is added to the card. This is also a huge fight with Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. But he was shouting at what's his name? Brian Ortega for not like letting go of the sub. Like, bro, it's loud in there. You know, there's like a lot of stuff happening. I don't know why I had to get that angry at him, but yeah. So with Diego Lopez and Brian Ortega, I think that's a really good matchup. I don't know, bro. Brian Ortega might just eagle Max, beat Brian Ortega, get a title shot, but not Brian Ortega, Diego Lopez. But the thing is, I think Diego Lopez could beat Brian Ortega. Like, I think this will be a great matchup, because Diego Lopez, I think he's a jiu-jitsu guy, so obviously it's not like he's going to get dominated on the ground, but at the same time, Ortega is just so good at jiu-jitsu, he might actually still get dominated on the ground. But Ortega's striking is awful, and Diego Lopez, he might just get a first-round KO. I think that's what could happen. Ikram Aliskerov and Hamzat Chimaev also got announced, but that is so stupid. I don't know how people are going to pick Aliskerov, even though I'm probably going to pick him, but the only reason I'm picking Aliskerov is because I think he's going to get a fluke KO, because Whitaker's kind of chinny. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe.